Legendary game. Sometime, man, it's boy Legend Daughter back in the reaction. Now, I got some things covered before we get to this, man. My boy JxmyHighroller in this mug. Some of these things starting to get rigged. I'm gonna just be real. I saw the Lakers, some with the Suns and Lakers, talking about Suns shot 46 free throws and Suns shot 20, and then I'm looking at Luka giving a money sign, and some of these guys are still selling my parlays, nigga. CJ McCollum, that trash ass, man. I ain't heard CJ McCollum in years, man. No wonder. Trash. But hey, man, and also I'm gonna refer to that Warriors play yesterday. It'll be crazy if they overturn it. I don't think they will. But that's why. I'm just saying, the NBA, they're rigging these games. And like we gotta realize, bro, they want some of these teams to make the playoffs. They've been playing like shit. You know what I'm saying? It's simple as that. You know, we're gonna get to the video. You mentioned I'm road to the K. I'm assuming that this is what this video is about. Shout out to JxmyHighroller just to getting how to control, man. Let's get to it.
What do Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, LaMelo Ball, Luka Doncic, Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Halliburton, Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, Zion Williamson, and these 78 other players have in common? I'll give you a second to think about it.
Oh wait, no, this is not John Morant.
Guys here,
they can't stay healthy.
Teams and situations. It's injuries.
Yeah, they can't stay healthy.
88 of these players are either out or day to day due to injuries.
Damn.
NBA players just can't stay healthy, and no longer is it just the notoriously injury-prone players being sidelined.
Yo,
it seems like no one can avoid both.
It's getting scripted. There ain't no way somebody get the same injury back to back,
and
especially warming up.
Injuries. And the weirdest part is that no one can figure out why.
Damn. Nah, man, this
Today's video is brought to you by
SeatGeek. It must be nice to have a sponsor. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? You know that sponsor bless you. Gets a video though.
And at 40 years old, Michael managed to play all
the GOAT, man.
That's
what I'm saying, man. The GOAT.
This seems
Jordan, bro. Jordan would never settle for such clown tomfoolery of people sitting out want to take breaks and vacations, my nigga. Jordan would never deal with that tomfoolery, man. Get out of here, man. Come on, man.
For an aging legend. But 20 years ago, it was fairly standard to play every single game. In fact, that same season, Kevin Garnett didn't miss a single game. Kobe Bryant didn't miss a game. Steve Nash didn't. Neither did Allen Iverson or Stephon Marbury.
Look at this era, man.
7'6" Yao Ming played all 82 games that season.
No excuse now. If you just sitting out just cause, you feel me? Like back to what Anthony Edwards said. If you just sitting out just cause you don't love the game of basketball, you feel me? There should be no such thing as low management, because if your favorite fan finally pays their hard-earned money to come see you and you're sending your ass out because you don't want to play, you don't love the game of basketball, you should be fine for that, bro. Low management should not be a thing. Get your ass on the court and do what you love, my nigga. It's not being lazy as hell, my nigga. Nobody cares if you sore.
20 years, and in a league where injuries and load management have ran rampant, there is only one all-star level player who hasn't missed a single game all season. But this is just the tip of the injury-riddled iceberg, because this season there are only 12 players who haven't missed a single game. 20 years ago, there were 46 players who didn't miss a single game all season. What's going on here? Why can't NBA players stay on the court? With advancements in training, nutrition, recovery, the amount of money these players are spending on their bodies, the world-class facilities and staff to keep them in impeccable condition, how are these players incapable of staying healthy? Well,
I don't know.
We have some theories, but I'm not sure if anyone has an answer. There are currently 88 players throughout the NBA listed as out or day-to-day due to injuries. That is 20% of the entire league sidelined because of
call it the G League at this point. It's going to be the G League BA.
From around the league of multiple players getting injured in the middle of their pregame warm-ups, which has only shined an even brighter light on this issue that has been getting worse and worse each season. NBA players just can't stay healthy.
Damn.
And no one knows why. Despite the vast research and studies that have been poured into uncovering exactly why NBA players just can't stay healthy, there doesn't seem to be any clear-cut answer. Some factors point to the cumulative amount of wear and tear pro athletes today have gone through by the time they're in their mid-20s. Some studies have pointed towards the increase of dynamic in-game movements as the main culprit. But at most, these are just theories. Legendary NBA trainer Tim Grover, who worked with the likes of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Dwayne Wade, attributes many injuries in the NBA today to simply not enough weightlifting. As players have shifted more and more towards sports-specific workouts and movements, their bodies have almost become unfamiliar with simple things like repetitive body weight impact.
That could be true. I'm not gonna lie. Could be true.
You have so much more resources, less contact, and more injuries. It's mind-boggling to me. It's because everything is rubber band, everything is resistance, everything is cable. When you get hit, when you jump, when you land, there's no pulleys, there's no cables. Your body weight is the metal. You have to learn how to explode with it, and you also need to learn how to land with it and how to stop it. And that's what metal does. It teaches you to lift it, but it also teaches you to put it down. Accelerate.
That's actually not a bad theory.
Also speculates that it's not what the players are doing today that leads them to injuries. It's what they've done in the past.
Because I know some players don't really lift weights that much. Like they do, like you just said, maybe some explosive workouts or barely even touch high weight. You feel me? Which I think this is why we are seeing injuries. I ain't gonna lie to you. You start to lift some more weight. Shoot the ball. Why are you lifting so you don't lose your sight?
Sports Illustrated back in 2014, Grover explains, players aren't sustaining these injuries because of the games they're playing. They're getting these injuries because of the number of practices and games they've already played.
What?
Hundreds of games, thousands of hours since they were old enough to pick up a ball. Pee-wee, youth league, summer camps, travel teams.
I'm not gonna lie, AAU games, bro. You gonna be there all day.
Practice, travel,
no
and training, sometimes for multiple teams and leagues, with multiple trainers.
Like right after Friday, you're gonna be there from like.
Train for other sports.
I don't mean to pause. We gonna be there from like 6:30 to like 10 o'clock. Wake up at like 8 in the morning. Play an AAU game. If you keep winning, you're gonna be playing until like 10 o'clock at night, bro. So I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna be there down there all day. And you might have to play a Sunday morning game if you good enough. Now luckily, sadly, I was kind of bad then. I only played like one Sunday game, no cap.
End result, the same muscles, ligaments, tendons,
maybe like two,
are used over and over again in the same direction, the same angles, the same motions. What piece of machinery doesn't eventually give out from repeated use over many years? At some point, the body just says, enough. Now, this theory of players putting far too many miles on their body by the time they reach the pros seems to be one of the more popular and accepted theory on these injuries. Another solid explanation for the rise of injuries around the league says the answer can be found in how the game is played today in contrast to how it was played in the past. 3 decades ago, the game wasn't nearly as spaced out as it is today. A more compact court means less ground to cover, less cuts, less movement, and less opportunity to get hurt. Instead of chasing shooters around for 48 minutes, offenses were usually played from the inside out. So defense was focused in the trenches, around the basket, where you might bang a knee or catch an elbow. Fast forward to today's game, and no player is exempt from playing cat and mouse for 4 quarters, running around screens, making 90-degree cuts at full speed, attempting to cover 15 feet in a split second as you close out on a shooter, and then forcing your body to come to a stop on a dime in an effort to not crash into him. These movements are violent. Your joints and muscles and ligaments can only move and stop and start like this so many times before they shut down. Years ago, the NBA just wasn't played at this speed, and the off-ball movement and spacing wasn't nearly this complex. But what do the players think? I mean, they are the ones experiencing this influx in injuries after all. Well, just a couple weeks ago, Paul George touched on the subject in an interview with JJ Redick and stated that players are getting injured more now than before because they don't practice enough. Which sounds counterintuitive.
I ain't gonna lie.
Reasoning
that might actually be true.
Now, they're like teams don't really practice. You know, we're not getting up and down. You know, there's just, it's a lost art when it comes to that hard practicing. And I think that's why there's so many injuries that's going on, because guys that have a high load day and then a completely off day and then a high load day. You know, back then it was you practice hard, you got a game. You practice hard, you got a game.
That's tough.
Then you might have a day off. Then you come right back to it. So I feel like your body just built the callus, and that you were prepared for a long and rough season, to where injuries, like, you know, there wasn't that many injuries.
Oh, George got a point. I ain't gonna lie.
Load off because you felt good to play. You know what I mean? It's almost the reverse. They think by giving us time off, it's helped managing our bodies, but in honesty, I think it's just making us weaker as players without putting that load and strain to our bodies.
And Paul George might be correct, but the increase of players who simply cannot stay on the court is a steady trend that's been going on for decades now. Backendee of Northeastern University conducted a study on the rate of injuries throughout the NBA, dating from 1989 to 1997. His study found that in that 10-year span, there was a 12.4% increase in game-related injuries around the league. And this problem is only getting worse each season. Not too long ago, if a player was consistently missing 10 games or more in a season, they were considered injury-prone. They were unreliable. Now playing 70 games or less in a season is considered the norm. In fact, if a high-caliber player
Paul George might have been on to something, bro.
In a season,
like, people really need to post like those hard knock practices.
Just look at this year's All-Stars and how many games they've missed so far this season. There are currently 18 All-Stars who have already missed double-digit games this season.
Crazy.
Which may not sound like much, but 20 years ago, out of the entire NBA,
some of those players taking breaks. Some of those players are not actually hurt. You know what I'm saying? Some of those players are taking breaks. I'm just saying, load management. Look at the differences. You feel me? Look at the differences in the airs. Some guys that love to play the game, no matter if they're sore or nothing. If you got 8 games missed and you haven't been injured or anything, you're just taking a break, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can stop a couple games, you feel me? But shout out Anthony Evers. The only reason Anthony Evers missed the game because he didn't want to. Some of these guys out here are taking breaks, don't want to play basketball every single day doing what they get paid to. You can't go on the workforce and say, hey, I don't feel like playing basketball or working. You feel me? So I feel like some of these players are really getting like luxury and all that. You feel me? To just take breaks and not want to play basketball. I think we should start finding players for that. You feel me? No such thing should be as load management, my nigga. That is soft, bro. Like, play basketball. Get off your lazy ass and play basketball, nigga. It's not that hard, bro. If you are not in pain, literally, like, bro, I was told, like, nigga, if I'm not fucking leg falling off, nigga, I'll get my ass out there and playing. You can't just say, oh, man, I don't feel like playing today. This playing a 20-win team. Nigga, get your ass on the court and play basketball, bro. Stop being lazy as hell, bro. They're going to start, they're going to make rules in like, future references, nigga. Some of these niggas get to get out their ass and start actually playing basketball, bro. You feel me?
All-star roster. Only 3 players missed double-digit games throughout the entire season. This is absurd.
And shout out Jay Randall though. I didn't know he played every single game.
Those games were missed due to load management. But the whole purpose of load management is to reduce the risk of injury.
No, bro. No, it's not. No, it's not, bro. Proper training and treatment after a basketball game will prevent injury, bro. Get your ass in a hot tub, bro. This is examples right here. AD takes so many breaks, my nigga, and comes back sometimes playing like garbage. I ain't gonna lie to you. You feel me? Bro, hop in the ice bath and get your ass up and play the next game, bro. It's not that hard. Bro, LeBron, same to you, my nigga. You feel me? Who else? Jokic, you too. Get the fuck in the ice bath and play the next game, bro. Stop being lazy, my nigga. You feel me? I don't care, bro. That is so cap. You can literally not play the next game and get injured the next game. That is bullshit. Like, they just literally giving y'all just excuses not to play basketball because they don't feel like it, bro. If you are actually in a real workforce, you can't do that, bro. Like, it's lazy as hell, my nigga.
Higher. But despite this, the NBA has moved mountains to try and preserve their players' health. The league has reduced the number of back-to-back games. They've trimmed down the travel times. They've adjusted multiple defensive rules to help.
And they still not playing, bro.
Getting hurt. And they've practically turned a blind eye to load management taking place.
Kawhi too. Get your ass in a hot tub, bro, or something.
This with advancements in shoe technology, training, and recovery.
Not with PG being out. Kawhi cannot miss another game due to load management. I expect Kawhi actually been doing better with it this year. Kawhi Leonard should not miss another game this year, bro. No cap. No excuses for Kawhi Leonard to miss. If I happen to watch a Clippers game, if I don't see him playing, if the injury is not crucial, I'm going to be very disappointed. I'm going to call the nigga lazy.
We wonder how players in the past could possibly stay healthy when players in today's NBA seem to be breaking down more often than ever before. Well, I think it boils down to two relatively simple factors: mileage and the evolution of the game. As many experts and fans have theorized, this newer generation of NBA players have put such an extreme amount of wear and tear on their bodies at such a young age that it's only a matter of time before players have put in so many hours through youth leagues, AAU, private training, and college that by the time they're in the league, they have put the same mileage on their legs and ligaments as a player well into his NBA career in previous generations. I look at it almost like a shelf life, a clock. Every athlete has a shelf life for their athletic career. For some, it could be 30 years. For others, it could be 10. But once you start training and playing at a high level, the clock starts. Now, there's ways you can prolong this clock, like proper nutrition and training, but there's also ways to speed up this clock, like overuse and chronic injury. And eventually, when this clock times out, there's really nothing you can do to go back. From that point on, every move you make will be at the risk of injury. NBA players today not only started their clocks much sooner than players in the past, but they are also constantly speeding up their clock with nagging and sometimes even severe injuries. And as we stated before, the second and most overlooked aspect
players got to start stretching too, eating right, drinking more milk.
Basketball is played so fast and so hard, with so many violent cuts and
honestly, if I was in the league, I'm not missing a single game, bro. Like no cap.
In the world can
play every single game. I would play every single game.
All these jarring movements are gonna take a toll. The game has slowly evolved from straight lines and 94 feet of simple one-motion actions to very complex, side-to-side, straining, aching, injury-inducing movements. And it's clear that no amount of load managing or training or improvements in technology can prevent it.
So I'm saying.
I don't know what the solution is.
I just said that.
And quite honestly, I don't think anyone does. These players are designed to play this game, but the game may not be designed for them anymore.
I don't know, man. My thing is, bro, load management is not going to take away the injuries, bro. So I don't really know what it is, man, with all the injuries, but it's actually crazy, bro. When I played sports, I didn't miss a single game. Like, I might have missed like one quarter. Like, that's literally it. Like, I didn't miss a single game when I played sports, dog. Like, I was dedicated to the game, bro. You feel me? Still be playing a COVID hit. I ain't gonna lie to you, you know what I'm saying? But I like what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? New Mexican Roll TK, man. It's Will Legend Donald, man. Comment down below how y'all feel about it. Y'all think these players is taking breaks, or y'all think we'll actually see like the, I don't know, man, about the injuries, man. I just feel like it's kind of unluck or some shit, man. But hey, man, let's go do this video, man. I already talked to